Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Okay, right at the foundation, flipped over pretty hard in my deck. Devil, Capricorn, energy. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be bad. And it's right at the foundation at that root chakra. So that's essentially the position for that energy, right? It's all based around this. Okay, we got Ace of Swords here, right at the sacral. I think that's been coming out in a lot of the readings. Let me just get another card here before I say too much. Magician, Scorpio energy. So we got Capricorn on the table, all the air, and Scorpio here. See, this can go a couple different ways. Okay, hold on. Four of Swords, right at that heart position. The way that card just fell down just then, too, it was like it was heavy. I feel like this is where you're at right now. You're sort of meditating over this. Okay, so what's going on here is I feel like you guys are breaking some sort of karmic pattern. Okay, so this is basically something that you're moving away from. Three of Cups here. At the throat. Okay, hold on. It's like you're manifesting yourself. Okay, there we go. Scorpio death card. Transformation of the third eye. So it's like you're manifesting a transformation out of like this belief system. This could be like learned behaviors. I mean, really anything right now. I'm speaking to the collective as a whole here. So it's either going to resonate or it's not. So let's see here. It's like you've become aware of something that you need to cut out. And you've become aware of this through this connection that you've been nurturing, right? Prince of Cups. At the crown. Cancer, it's like you've had illumination that there's been some sort of like filtering effect in your reality. Okay, now the way this is going to show up in our everyday is just behaviors, behavioral patterns. And that doesn't necessarily have to be something, well, as coming from a macro perspective, yes, it's not a great thing. But in your everyday life, it may be something so minute, right? And then you look at it and you're like, wait a second, it's kind of creating this trickling effect, right? Chariot, Cancer energy, right underneath the devil there at the foundation. So this is you in this transformative energy moving away from this rather quickly. And it's like, see how there's the Ace of Swords next to that Magician, right? So this is all of that sacral and solar plexus area, rather. So this is like the charging up of this energy, right? It's like Spirit comes in and illuminates to you. Well, you already had illumination. Okay, Spirit comes in and basically hands you the sword, right? So this can show up as like communication and just the tools needed, right? Magician. You got all the elements there to get away from this, right? So it's like you get the tools to go into this meditative state, and then with your connection with the divine, Three of Cups, right? You transform, you're able to break through this filtering effect, and you end up down here. At your energy, Chariot, Cancer. I mean, this just tells a story. It's literally from card to card. It's like a chapter. What else for Cancer? The readings have been very powerful with this batch. Wow. 10 of Cups in reverse, guys. Unbelievable. The amount of reversals I've been getting today as well in the readings is very unusual. Okay, so this is just like finally creating these boundaries, right? Saying no, right? It's just like cutting away all these burdens. And it's on an emotional level, though. So it makes me just think that it's... Cancer, I really feel this is like behavioral patterns. That maybe you just went unchecked, right? It's like now you break away that filtering effect and you start to see all the colors in between now, right? You're like, wait, there's a couple different greens. There's a couple different blues and reds. Things don't have to be so final. I guess I can look at things from a higher perspective. It's like this, you're manifesting this for yourself. But it's like you want it. You want it bad now because it's like spirits come through and illuminate it to you somehow. Or maybe this reading is doing that. I have a feeling, though, this is for people who are kind of aware of what's going on around them already, though. Okay, this Three of Swords was not going to let me put it back in the deck. It's like it bounced off the table, right? So it's like you go into this meditative place. It's like you're resting on all this, right? Four of Swords. You're like, you know what? I think I'm just really creating my own heartbreak here. I really think that I've just done this unnoticed on my own. See, the thing is, it's like usually this stuff is, it's like generational karma. It's just passed down, so you don't even know you're doing it. It's just like you learned it from your parents, and you're just really like, and then, you know, you look at it like, okay, well, I want to be like my parents because they're the role model, right? Wrong. Very wrong. I mean, in some cases, if that's not your karma, then cool, man. But a lot of us who are here right now listening to these readings and doing this sort of stuff, it's like that is our karma. You know, how we were raised, and we got to break that conditioning, right? Five of Cups. I mean, of course it's sad. Of course it's sad. It's like these energies are like, wait, don't go. I'll be better, I promise. I'm so sorry. So sorry, I won't suck your blood so much this time, Cancer. I promise. I promise. Can't you hear me? I'm dying without you. Yeah, okay, it's kind of like, okay, we'll just go ahead and die then. I mean, I don't mean to be harsh, but it's like, do we have time for this shit anymore, guys? It's just like, come on, man. Like, grow up. The Emperor. This Emperor's dropped. Wow, okay. It's like the devil's holding the tip of my tongue. That's been happening a lot, too. Not wanting me to say things. So this is that energy that's been holding on to you. It's this fake Emperor energy, right? I mean, look, they got a green screen behind him, and they're literally sold. You know what? I mean, it's just a demon with a rubber mask on, just sitting there. You're like, demon, dude, I see you. I mean, who do you really think you're fooling? Demon's like, oh. You're like, come on, Beelzebub. And really, guys, okay, Princess of Swords, here we go. So this energy is like, oh yeah? Let me just put this cigarette out with my finger. And, look at me. You're not going to get away from me. Who do you think you are, Cancer? You know, it's like this energy won't let you go. And that's just like the way I look at these energies, right? It's like we're on a merry-go-round. The merry-go-round's like the karmic cycle. It's just the patterns of life. And once we realize we're on this merry-go-round that doesn't suit us any longer, or never really did, you know, it's like we're like, I think I'm ready to jump off this. What you find is it's not that easy. You can't just jump off the merry-go-round. There's a lot of force. You've been on that merry-go-round for a long time. You don't even know the force. It's the same thing like the planet, right? It's like we can't really feel the planet spinning on an everyday basis. Yeah, if we go into deep meditative states, some of us can do that. Sure, we can feel the planet turning with us on it. But in this case, it's like you don't know the force of the cycle until you try to jump off. So when you try to jump off, all that resistance is all those demon energies, right? Coming for you. The force, the resistance is the demon energy. You can do it, Cancer. I dare say that this particular task at hand, my throat went funny there. can't put my finger on what that might mean right now. But I'll go ahead and say what I was going to say anyway. I just feel like to do this, it's harder for cancers because cancers are really driven by emotion. So it's like when Cancer accomplishes this is a big deal. But it's a big deal. Like it's major, major props and respect. You know, each one of the zodiac signs has their greatest challenge. You know, Scorpios, I feel like it's temperament. A part of it's temperament. You know, tempering. You know, which is the next step. Wouldn't that make sense? Right? And it's like, what's interesting here is Leo is the next house after Cancer. Bravery, strength. So you have to reach for your next house, Cancer, to get to it. Think about that. Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. This is actually a really beautiful message. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you would like a personal, all the information is in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, turn on your notifications, but check back periodically because they don't always work. And guys, thank you very much for all your donations. I really appreciate it. Really awesome. All right, guys, take care.